the Little Sturgis Motorcycle Rally is a big draw around here too. It is still cranking up the town and events will roll right on through the weekend. The event is also bringing attention to road safety and the presence of bikers. Our Grace Brister joins us in the studio with that story. Grace.
According to Forbes, August is the most dangerous month for motorcyclists and 14% of traffic fatalities involve motorcycles. I spoke to riders at the rally as well as officials about keeping everything behind the wheel and behind the handlebars safe.
Riding a motorcycle is not just a form of transportation, but a lifestyle for many people. It can be a dangerous hobby if riders and others in vehicles are not fully aware of their surroundings.
Some of them don't even get over far enough to get out of your lane.
Keith Scott has been riding almost his whole life. He says it's easy for people in vehicles to assume they have plenty of room when passing motorcycles.
They think because you're on a motorcycle, they can just pass you anyway.
Many motorcycle accidents occur at intersections and on highways. Steve Beeson says his main concerns while on his bike come from people pulling out on these roads to the highway.
A lot of times they coast a long ways. We watch those wheels and make sure they're going to stop before we go by, and we're on ready to respond to whatever their situation is.
People on the road also have to remember that motorcycles are smaller than other motor vehicles, meaning drivers have to pay attention, especially if they need to maneuver in an emergency.
I started up the road, and here come a car, and it was steady getting further and further in my lane. And I finally was all the way over, fixing to go off on the grass. And I started blowing the horn, and there was a girl, she looked up, and she was texting on the phone.
I can't tell you how many times I pulled up next to people while I've been on a motorcycle and seen them making FaceTime calls or watching videos, text messaging, things like that.
Corporal Robert Igueres with the Starkville Police Department says motorcycles are generally faster than vehicles with a quicker acceleration.
We need just as much space as your average vehicle, and sometimes more. In the event that a tire blows on the motorcycle, your motorcycle is going to go one way and your body is immediately going to go another way.
One of the biggest responsibilities of riding a motorcycle is more than just wearing your helmet or your safety glasses.
You should be fully aware of what's going on around you. Both arms or both hands on the handlebars controlling the motorcycle, because it takes a clutch and a throttle and a brake, and all those things have to sometimes work in unison together. So you should generally be hyper aware of, like I said, what's going on around you and what you're doing on your own motorcycle.
According to Forbes, motorcycle riders are 28 times more likely to lose their life in a crash in comparison with other vehicles on the road. Igueres says everyone paying attention and following the rules of the road is what it takes to keep people safe.